My brothers and sisters, I greet you. I greet you in the name of the people of Uganda. I greet you in the name of those that are at large and those that are in prison. I greet you in the name of those that are living and those that are dead. I greet you in the name of those that are aware that they are under captivity and those that are oblivious. I bring greetings from the motherland. I want in a very, very special way to thank you for sacrificing your time and showing up at very short notice. Look at this. You've not come for a show. You've not come for entertainment. You've left work. We don't take that for granted. I see brothers and sisters that are workaholics. I have my brother, but today he's here. My brother, we don't take your time for granted. Thank you very much. I want also in a very, very special way to thank the leaders, the current and the outgoing leaders. I want to thank our brother, the outgoing leader of the diaspora, Comrade Haman and Nambwezi. Why are you sitting there? Haman, that is your seat right there. We don't see you. Please come and take that seat. Clap for that man. For offering leadership in very tough times. We salute you, my brother. Offering leadership through the election. That election that many people say is an election from hell. Yeah. My brother, we don't take it for granted. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to thank Comrade Dorothy Rubowa. This lady here is an iron lady. For working under tough times, for always picking your call at midnight, in the dead of the night, in the morning, when you are at work. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please clap for this lady here. These our outgoing leaders worked under challenges. Challenges of arguments, challenges of everything. But you rose above all of it. We salute you. We've gone through a lot, ladies and gentlemen, through divisions, but to see that we are all here, it is a win for us. And I want to send a message to everybody that was saying People Power and NUP are not united. Museveni survives on our disunity. Museveni survives on us not standing together. But now, I'm sure Museveni is going to get Nairobi. Thank you, friends. Thank you very much for putting Uganda ahead of you. That is noble. We appreciate you. I want to salute our new leadership for taking the mantle and for, asserting our values. I've been looking here, looking at the new leadership, looking at the inclusiveness, one of our values. I saw women here, leaders here. I'm one leader that believes in the power and strength of women. And you, our brothers and sisters, have showed us that we don't just say these things, we practice them. We don't only talk about inclusiveness, we practice it. We don't only talk about peaceful and orderly transition of power, we practice it. We've had a new leadership, we have an old leadership. It has handed over to a new leadership, which we also hand over, and that is what we want to see in a new Uganda. We thank you, and we salute you. We salute you, Comrade Kauma Daniel. Thank you for accepting the task, the challenge. We want to salute you, Comrade Marvin Mujuzi, and we pray that your leadership is going to take us to the next level. We pray that God will guide us to build on the achievements of the former leadership, So that by the time another leadership takes over from you, we are moving from glory to glory. We thank you. And I request you, ladies and gentlemen, for supporting it. We can't do this alone. We are representing you. Support them. Guide them. Capitalize on their strength. And help them mitigate their weaknesses. My brothers and sisters, I cannot stop thanking our people for uniting. I cannot stop thanking our people for putting Uganda ahead. And let me say this, we changed leadership, and that is why in our new constitution, we even put term limits. I am here as the president of NUP, but I know that one time I'm not going to be the leader of NUP, and also after I take the presidency, I will also hand over peacefully. Yeah. But I want you to help me that while I am still the leader of NUP, my biggest achievement should be putting an end to Museveni's rule of blood. That is my dream. That is what I think about every day. But I can't do it alone. We have to do it together. And we can do it. And we shall do it. We are going to do that. Now, friends, this is a special moment. We cannot have this in Uganda. We are a legitimate political party. The law provides that we are free to associate. We are free to reach out to the people of Uganda. But you have seen what has been happening. You've seen that we cannot even have a football match. You saw what happened to Honorable Senyonyi. You saw what happened to Honorable Kawade. You saw what happened to my elder brother, Chairman Nyazi. Today, he's crippled. And it's going to be like that for quite some time. Why? Because he went to do party work. Because he went to meet Ugandans. Today, as we speak, the Honorable Susan Mugabe is in hospital. You saw the video. Military men, not women, thumping a female member of parliament. What is her crime? Having a meeting in her constituency. While Museveni's son is illegal. Because a serving military officer is forbidden from engaging in politics, partisan politics, but is moving everywhere campaigning against the law, blatant abuse of the law. So that is the impunity we are facing, ladies and gentlemen. That is what happens in Uganda. It continues. Abductions are happening as we speak right now. As we speak right now, many of our brothers and sisters are missing. I was speaking to our leaders earlier on, and one of our mamas asked me not to talk about these things in our presence. I regret, Mama, but you know, we have to expose this, but most importantly, we have to remind our people to know what we are fighting. I would love to come here and just sing for you. I would love to come here and make money. Now when I count it, I will be counting money. But now, we are talking about our problems because we must remind each other. It's until you know the magnitude of the problem back home that you will actively get involved. Until you know what we are going through, these criminals will come, pick up one of our sisters, go and rape her. In our military uniform with a national flag, Uganda. They go and rape her. They arrest young men and castrate them. A national army. That is what is going on in our country. And we have to talk about it. I have to remind you about it so that you fight with all your might. It is not just petty dictatorship. It is at the height of it. It is 1 million times worse than Idi Amin's time. That is what is happening in our country, Uganda. So, we are moving all over the world, reminding our brothers and sisters that we are living in a time that is worse than apartheid. These colonialists that came and took over our country, that is what they are doing. People are losing their land. That is exactly what is going on at home. So while we are here, ladies and gentlemen, let us remember what is home. It is terrible, it is terrible, it is terrible. The corruption is through the roof. Like Comrade Kauma said, Tebaba Budi said, Baba Budi Chevasogoro Kutusa Kengaro, Baba Namabati, Manamabati Gawokana. Never Gamba. And the thieves are not the petty thieves. No. The thieves, by thieves, I'm talking about the vice president of the country. I am talking about the prime minister of the country. I am talking about the speaker of parliament of Uganda. I am talking about the minister of finance, the minister of ethics and integrity. That is what is happening. When young men and women come out to peacefully and non-violently protesting about the environment, up to now they are in prison. But the thieves are being guarded. When you protest internationally, that's exactly what's happening in our country. So when we see us here, we are not, happy to be doing this. We're doing this work because we are desperate. Because those that were supposed to do it are quiet. The intellectuals are quiet. Religious leaders are quiet. Traditional leaders are quiet. We are desperate. We are on our own, brothers and sisters. So, with that said, what's the way forward? What do we do about it? We are fighting back. We are not giving up. We are fighting back. And I have good news for you. We are winning. We are winning. When you're fighting against a dictator, it is not a sprint. No. It is a marathon. You take 5 steps ahead. The dictator pushes you behind 2 steps. You have to, because the dictator is pushing back, we have to take 10 steps. So that you see, you're going to do the Mariga 5 steps, and together taking a 20, now do the Mariga 2 steps, and do pushing. I know many of you are frustrated. But you've invested everything. You paid for our campaign, and we won. But we did not take the mandate because we are under captivity. Banji kumbe bibatani mulaba abaana bafa bana tebafudde wameri yafudde abalala bafudde bagamba binagwadi bijja kuggwa. I told you this before and I tell you this again, that we are going to fight to free ourselves, or we shall die trying to free ourselves. So we are pushing and pushing and pushing. And as you know, the dictator is confused. He is surrounded. Now we told him that but he's desperate. And God is also on our side. God is on our side. Because if God was not on our side, so Katonda wafe yakulogera. So we are winning, friends. We are winning. Sometimes God fights our battles. You know. prove that God is fighting for us. I mean, how much would it cost us to prove to the world that these are crazy people? When they abduct one of our brothers or our sisters, tomorrow, usitani chapa wenye kumutwe gateka yo tweet tulia ngese laba ngaluka you see. So let's keep going. We are going to win, brothers and sisters. We are going to win. My main intention of meeting you, one, is to encourage you. Two, is to keep communicating to you. But most importantly, in this meeting, I wanted to hear from you. I wanted you to see us together so that it encourages you to unite. We have to be one block. We have to be together. A house divided against itself cannot stand. So let us unite. Let us put our differences on the side. In fact, our differences makes us special. Some are men, some are women, some are Muslims, some are Christians. We are different tribes, different ethnicities, different backgrounds. Let us come together. Let us amplify what puts us together. Museveni is confused. He's surrounded. And to prove to you that he's surrounded, whenever Museveni is cornered, he will look for something to divert. You recently saw he was trying to divert us with the anti-homosexual bill. Then he's bringing something to divert people. And I told you before that Museveni is using that as a diversion. Did he sign it? Kati haji mono agaba chendi kazi. Haji kanime kogera kubanayo. Kubanza waliwo yalinga abalinga balinde ndigazaabwe. Bla 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 bla. Muwagambe tuuliza kite bagamba balina kye batugamba. Tebalina kye batugamba. Musome talina kyatugamba n'omutubi n'okumu. Don't be diverted. We know where we want to go. We want to remove a dictator. No amount of diversion is going to divert us. We want to free ourselves. And we are keeping our eyes on the prize. Our prize is freedom. Our prize is liberty, and we are going to achieve that by any means necessary. We are going to achieve it. So today, I want to hear from you so much, and you hear from me. Njogedde sina kyembagamba kipya baganda bange okujja ko bakakasa kiti twabagamba era kyetuliko era kyetujja okubeerako forever kyakujjako dikiteeta because that's our mission. That is our mission. This is my request to you, friends. Unite, continue uniting. Continue uniting. Let us unite. That is the most important thing. Let us unite and cause our people to come together. Number one. Number two, let us organize. The future belongs to the organized. Three, let us agitate. Let us protest, both physically and online. I am alive here because of your protests. And yet at that time we were not as organized as we are now. When these guys abducted me, tortured me, I would be dead today. But because of you, because you came out in large numbers, you defended one man. Now 45 million people are in danger. That is the more reason for us to do for them what you did for me. I owe my life to you, brothers and sisters. If you did it for me, you can do it for those people. I want to request you, friends, not to get tired. Please don't get tired. There are reasons to get us tired. Many times, when you look at the hill that we have to climb, you get demoralized. Mandela told us that after climbing a very steep hill and reaching the peak, and then you realize you're only beginning, there's another hill. Let us keep going. I'll end by one story of a woman, a very powerful woman called Harriet Tubman. She was an American. She freed slaves, very many slaves. After she ran away from captivity, she reached there and said, no, there's so many people left behind. She would come back. They even nicknamed her Moses because she was freeing slaves. She is quoted to have said, I freed 1,000 slaves. I could have freed more only if they knew that they were slaves. My brothers and sisters, we are slaves. In our own country, we are slaves. People like me, I can leave Uganda and live out. But what about our brothers and sisters? You are here in America, you make that money. That money is more valuable and sweeter back home. But with those thieves, there's nothing you can do back home. We have to remove them.
Yes. No choice.
And those the challenges are going to be many. The dates are going to be many. You're going to see tears. I was in Washington yesterday and I told them there are two things that a man or woman brings in struggle. You will bring tears and you will bring sweat. I'll tell you that tears and sweat are both salted, but they give you different results. Your tears are going to give you sympathy, but your sweat is going to give you victory. Choose one. Let us sweat while we move. Let us keep moving. Harriet Tubman told us that when you hear the dogs, keep moving. When you see the torches, keep moving. When you hear the gunshots, keep moving. Keep moving if you want to taste sweet freedom. Keep moving. Let us keep moving. Let us keep going. We shall not stop. We should not stop. We must not stop. I want to thank you very much for listening to me. And I want to request you, ladies and gentlemen, whoever has a question, please keep it brief. And please keep it positive. Let us, keep positive, keep going, so that we leave this place more energized, more motivated, and more united. I want to thank you very much, and I pray that the Almighty God keeps you safe. Thank you very much for God and my country. People power.
Our power.
People power.
Our power.
People power. Our power.
People power.
NUP.
Thank you, Mr. President, for that beautiful speech. We will always love to listen to you more and more and more, but in the interest of time, Your Excellency, we have our beautiful sister from Burundi. She's here with us. And she just wants to shake your hand. Just wanna shake your hand. She came over there. You're welcome. That's the lady from Burundi. She's there. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, comrades. People power. People power. NUP. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our sisters from Sierra Leone, from Nigeria, from Ghana, and from Burundi. So that means it's incumbent upon us. Ladies and gentlemen, two bathrooms on your left. You can feel free to go use when you need. Then to merchandise. One Munsonda, Comrade Iger is there and Comrade Bella. They will help you. Please, let's join as we go for the convention in August. I think as we go to the Q&A, let's keep it brief. Keeping it brief. And tujja kuteeka ebibuuzo bitaano President abiddemu because wetunaabuuza ebingi tuyinza overflooding and we miss out ate abantu bagende nga bakomplaininga. So tujja kuteeka ebibuuzo bitaano. Yes, go ahead, Comrade.
Just like the brother said, we're going to be taking 5 questions at a time. But I will request you, please do not preach, do not give someone, just go to the question, so that because of the interest of time, the President will give us a number at the end of the questions, okay? So, I want to start from, okay. Thank you so much. Give us your name and question, please.
Let's keep it brief. Thank you.
President was fair. Can speak to Kuida and to what is so Joe. To Guadina, that's why I knew. It ain't able to check it to our come up. Now, a chinchilla and Chokiranga analyst. In Uganda, Twinam Ishiakuri. Era abantu abawakirabule okumutera ku bukulembeze mu ssaawa ey'akazikiziki baliranga well mobilized and ready for action with the international community. Emoshi struggle eyaliyo 79 bakitatu ne babibwa kubanga struggle zo zirimu okukolebwa okubba eyayitetu masomero getugenda mu struggle ekusalirayo baatuba tusaba otunulira ensonga ezo nti tukulwalirira ate naffe twerwalira tulina okuddayo okubbibwa okusemba n'okukafiiramu abavubuka. Bwe tunulira rescue mission in case of any action today in the diaspora, nga Charles Bronson bwe yagamba kwetereraidi nti mutraininga ati abane training nnungi naye tukyabulamu rescue mission ekyabulamu zenna ensonga zisobola kwogerawo. Kyenkusaba buli lunaku to have a difference in opinion with you. Nina lwaki njogera ekintu kino. Tulwanirira gwe, tulwanirira NUP, tulwanirira Uganda yaffe, tuleme kuddayo wali. Any mistake can happen. Kyekintu kyenkusaba otunuulire era olowoozeemu ng'omukuba tukulembera mu mazima n'obwenkanya. Weebalemese.
Tweyanziza bannange. Waliwo mukulu waffe oyo, our elder is right there, taata oyo. Elder waffe oyo asooka abuuza ekibuuzo. Please, let's try to be brief.
Bannange, tubeere brief.
Tubeere brief, tetukola statements.
Sabo, President waffe, sachino okubeera naffe saawa eggwanga toyinza kumanya sanyu ku mutima. Ekintu kyange ekisooka genda kwa statistics naye nga ya true. President Biden alina net worth bilioni 40. President Obama bilioni 7. President wa Kenya bilioni 5. Queen wa Uingereza net worth ye bilioni 5.3. President wa China alina worth bilioni 1.2. Ate wa North Korea ali worth $5.2 billion. President Museveni ali worth $13.4 billion. Bw'aba andisclosinga nga bwe omudisclosinga petition ali disclosinga sente mmeka oba alina erinnya kolamu mwenge mutibanga tebadde kumutunamu. Ekyokubiri, State House yaffe ekozesa bilioni 1.7 buli lunaku zeekozesa. ate ng'erina unclassified expenses endala nyingi. Buli dakiika ekosa 1.2 buli dakiika. Ekitegeeza nti nakwogerera wano bakosa billion 1.2 million shillings every minute. What classified expenses they usually explain Westgate now, Mr. MPs, why you have to it's a West. It's a very huge West. Nayenga Westgate Banty State House ekosa $1.7 billion a day. Ekosa billions lusanvu buli mwaka. Billions lusanvu. Ngano omuntu abafite abasigaye kasuli namungone nansa ne kamoja. Tebayinza kulya 2 meals a day. Why do we have an expenditure in the West? Eri mu government. Wetu. Ngamwe wa MPs. Terina cheminza temuko. Okay, before I'm going to name temusobola kola ki temusobola katika down and expenses kujigeresa kutego kubyogerako ebibuzo byange
tweyanza asabo ne banyabo. Thank you, Mr. Jumba. Tulina Diaspora TV tulinayo, they are broadcasting live. Tulina Ghetto TV live, Mwami Ashirafu, respect. Tuina JB Muwonge is also broadcasting us live. Thank you for that endeavor. Let's have Mami Taylor.
Well,
Muweleza yapinizwa.
I'm honored and humbled to meet you, His Excellency Chakulani Robert Sentamu, the President of the Republic of Uganda. I am a concerned Ugandan, a compassionate human rights activist, and a loyal member of the mighty National Unity Platform. His Excellency, I've loved your powerful speech, but some of the words have left my eyebrows fully deployed. Because you talked about the controversial anti-homosexuality bill that Despot Museveni brought to Parliament because he wanted to distract us from talking about the pension of NSSF. And you were saying that we shouldn't get distracted. But if you look at the actions of our members of Parliament from NUP, they were involved in this distraction because they voted for the bill. Not being distracted, they had to abstain and say, that is not the priority of our party. We cannot engage in voting for such draconian bill because we care about all rights of Ugandans. Our core value talks about inclusivity, that we are all, concerned about Ugandans. So voting for a bill that punishes people because they love different or because they are born different, it makes that exclusion. So I implore us, as members of the National Unity Platform, let's have at least, talking points before we go for these bills. We have a position at the party. Because the moment there is no position, each MP is going to vote for a different thing. That's why you see honorable members like Nambose and Puga and Sekona, they voted for the bill in favor of the bill. That's not the priority of Ugandans. Let's fight collectively for all rights of Ugandans. His Excellency, I just want to follow up. I see the question, but it's a follow-up. Because last week on Friday, we were in Washington, D.C. And the leader of opposition, I asked him a very simple question. They were basic questions. But he became petulant and emotional. So the diction he used to reply me, it was flabbergasting. He told us, because it was on video, that Uganda has owners. That was speaking volumes. But I don't know what Mpuga was meaning by that statement. Uganda has owners. I'm sure beyond that we're all Ugandans, either by birth or by descent. But for a leader of opposition to use such rhetoric, the one we're counting on in the Parliament, some of us get scared. Is Mpuga becoming compliant or is fighting for us? And when we challenge him, he's accusing us of pillar.
He called me a fool on Twitter. That is there. So I'm not going to be gagged or muzzled when a leader of opposition is saying that Hillary, your way of thinking does not take the party anywhere forward. That was still demeaning me and belittling me as a concerned part of this NUP. So the rhetoric of Mpuga has to be called out.
Yes.
And again, His Excellency Mpuga still said, the same man that very day, that minority will submit to majority. That statement raises eyebrows. Because if you say that minority submit to the majority, which means NRM is the majority.
Yes.
Is Mpuga submitting to the majority NRM? Should we submit to the majority NRM? His Excellency is not about Harry Tubman. Let me just back up, please. Okay, His Excellency is not about Harry Tubman. How she freed slaves from the plantations of the slave owners. They resisted. They were a minority. Harry Tubman, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King Jr., Rosa Parks, who said no for her seat in the bus, W.W. Du Bois, they all were fighting for civil rights movements. Wouldn't be like this today in America if it wasn't the sacrifice of those men back in the days. But because they resisted, they said when injustice becomes law, resistance becomes duty. But Mpuga is complying. I told him, Anita Muwonge said the iron sheets, they're going to be, paid back. So I was telling Mpuga, why don't you start proceedings to impeach Anita Muwonge? Because that was abuse of power. It was conduct of parliament. It was also obstruction of justice.
Absolutely.
So those three grounds can enable us to impeach Anita Muwonge. So even if we don't have numbers, I don't Mpuga. Yes, we don't have numbers, but let the parliamentary commission. It has to have at least 2 opposition members of parliament. Today, as I speak to His Excellency, the parliamentary commission has only 1 opposition member, and that is Matthias Mpuga. So which means all the budgets in parliament that are passing, they are passing with the approval of only 1 opposition member. Zake was left out.
Yes.
So we thought that Mpuga is in parliament as the leader of opposition to fight for Zake. Today, all the budgets being approved, they are being approved legally. Because now, what should we think? Because for me personally, I think Mpuga being the only candidate on that commission, it can be easily compromised.
He already
with the
is.
of parliament. Because they are sitting to approve all the budgets illegally.
Yeah.
So when we tell him challenge these things,
Yes.
he thinks we are enemies by telling him to do his job. So His Excellency, we're coming to summer. If it needs reshuffle the cabinet, reshuffle those who are not doing their job to energize the revolution so that we stand for the truth that we began with.
That's right.
Because we want fundamental change. Let's remove all those who are inept and get leaders who are going to take us to the final grand prize. Because our allies are getting grand prize. We are not giving up. We want justice, liberty, and freedom for everyone.
Thank you, Hillary. Kamfuneyo mukazi, kamfuneyo mukyala.
I want to finish this side before I
Kamfuneyo mukyala bannaye. Abasatu beboogedde. Kamfuneyo mukyala omu oba babiri oba basatu.
kati wamwe
Tubalansinge eryato. Maama ali wano.
kanzije mukwano.
Let's try to balance the board. Tufuneyo maama, bamamu babiri, ebibuuzo 5, then President atuddemu.
Sebo paneza wakusaba. Sebo. Bafuze kuba. President of the time watch to oppose.
Maama gezaako okufunza. Thank you.
Sebo kusala kulaba Mr. President. Ekibuuzo kyange kiri nti kankituukireko. Wadde batugambye okwogera ebya Bayibuli naye kankyogere. Waliwo Yesu bwe yabuuliza nti mwagala mbawa omukisa naye nkuteekewa Pulezidenti. Yesu ayagala okutuwa omukisa tutandike. Tugende entebe mu ntebe. Ekinuma ssebo kubanga omukisa tuguyina buli kimu tukiyina wetaaga gwe wekka kugamba let's go. Ekyo kyenjagala.
Beera nga maama webale
She's the best. Omukyala omulala bannaye.
Twetagayo omukyala maama
Ogenda pansi ngende.
tuweze ebibuuzo bitaano. We so far have 4 questions.
Okay. Who comes here?
We so far have 4 questions. Let's take one more question.
That was very precise. That was very precise. Thank you so much, Sister Sanya.
Passport empya zebateerewo kati nakabaye abavaayo neziri enkadde ate ne bateekawo ne East Africa nga bwe bazogedde bazijja kubeera expirizibwewo kakati ogenda tulwanirira otya okubeera nga zino empya ze baataddewo abavaayo genda kola tutya kusigaza enkadde zaffe nga zisobola okukola kozi n'ekya ndagamuntu bwe tuwulira nti waliwo abagwira be bazibwa abava e Congo, Southern Sudan nga babawa ndagamuntu za Uganda balonde kugenda kikola tutya okukijjawo kubanga tebaba bannayuganda byebibuzo
Tweyanza mu maaso.
Mariam. So, Bobby, what was it was so that the president can know exactly the question and the person?
I think let's pause it at that. We give our president a chance to answer, then hopefully it was there. Thank you.
Thank you. First of all, I respond to my brother saying, I want to disagree with you. This is not about me, ladies and gentlemen. And please don't say it's about me. No. I'm not well, but millions of Ugandans are much worse than me. Millions. They don't abduct me because so many cameras are focused on me, but they abduct our brothers and sisters. So we are fighting for each other. I am fighting for my freedom, me, to begin with, then the freedom of everybody else. And you fight for your freedom first. By fighting for your freedom, by liberating yourself, you'll be liberating everybody else. So we need to understand first. Because if we don't understand this, we are losing the point. Many people come to me and say, what about Bobby? Can't you find in a movie to be I have the same right about Uganda with you and the same responsibility with you. I'm only offering to be, but you've seen people sell out. Okay? Imagine, of course, God forbid, but just imagine your leader sells out to the dictator. Are you going to give up? No. Imagine the dictator puts me in prison. The bullet that God Kasile was made for me, imagine it go to me, I'll be dead. Would you give up and resign to slavery? No. So you are not fighting for me. You're fighting for yourself and for everybody else. Yeah. Remember that. Our father said Museveni is worth $34 billion. 13.4. It could be more. Maybe it's even under declaring. Where does he get that money? The man is a thief. Okay? He's a thief. He is the chief priest of corruption in Uganda. All those thieves are stealing for and on behalf of Museveni. So, don't get shocked. This man uses close to 2 billion shillings. Not every year. Not every month. Not every week. Every day. You get my point. Every day, that is money that can build a health center. So every day we're selling $8 or $9. Every day. It would be funny if it was sad. That is where we are. That is why we fight. Whose money is that? Your money, my money, our money. And after finishing our money, he borrows money from the West. On whose behalf, in whose name? In your name, in the name of your daughter, your son, in the name of your children, your children's children. And who is going to pay them for that money? You, your children, your grandchildren. That is why we must remove this thief, because the man is a thief and he knows that. So, don't just get those details because you get pressure. The next time you research, it's going to be 20 billion. Then the other day, it's going to be 30 billion. And that is small because he has not landed his hand on our oil yet. Wait until he lands his hand on our oil. We'll get nuclear, we'll be unstoppable. We'll become a god. We have to stop that devil. Hey, because I argue, my brother, and like I said, Museveni brought that controversial anti-homosexual bill to divert people, number one. Number two, to kind of set us up. You represent the views of the majority of the people of Uganda. You disassociate yourself with the West. You represent the view of the international community. You disassociate yourself with the people of Uganda. Museveni knows that he has no support in Uganda at all. He knows. He knows I can beat him in an election, even in his village, even in his house. He knows that. So he brings this anti-homosexual bill. And you must not fall in that trap, my brother. Because he wants to distance you with the people of Uganda. Either he wants you to lose the population of Uganda, or he wants the international community. They are hypocrites. Why do I say the international community are hypocrites? These people have seen Museveni kill hundreds of Ugandans on the street. And the next day, the United States government gives Museveni $1 billion every year. Okay? It is as if the international community is saying that gay rights are the only rights in Uganda. All rights are rights. So why is it that the international community is focusing on only gay rights? Okay? Yesterday, soldiers were thanking a woman, a member of parliament. Don't we have respect for the rights of women? Every day we lose 300 children. Every day, 300 children die in Uganda. While Museveni uses almost 2 billion shillings. Okay? Why doesn't that alarm the international community? America is a democracy, the biggest democracy in the world. But the US released a report that the election in Uganda was neither free nor fair. And then the next day you see Museveni standing hand, shoulder to shoulder with Biden. Isn't that hypocrisy? So don't allow Museveni to set you up against the international community, and don't allow him to set you up against the people of Uganda. Okay? While we respect the rights of the people, we must know that this dictator has lost all morality and will use everything. I mean, in 2014, Museveni broke, he had lost all support. Then he presented the anti-homosexual bill. It was passed. They clapped for him, and then he paid the and went down, and folks are going to go to court to repeat it. And he's doing the same thing. Can't we learn? So don't let Museveni divert you. The conversation is removing him, then we talk about everything else. Okay? Let us free up. Okay? When he's talking, he opens his eyes, but he's a liar. Okay? Don't let the dictator set the narrative. Let us set our narrative as a generation. Let us sit and define ourselves as a generation, not that 90-year-old man. Don't allow Museveni to divert you. All people of Uganda have to be respected. And all rights must be respected, not selectively. And I put it to the international community. They are selective in their respect for rights. The international community blocked all aid in 2014 because of the anti-gay bill. Okay? I don't remember more than 5 or 3 or 2 gay people killed. But people were mauled on the street. We don't know whether they were gay or not. They were killed. They are human beings. First and foremost, they have the right to life. So don't be diverted. Finally, about our members of parliament, my brother. Most times, I don't control the members of parliament. I tell them to be answerable to the people. I want you to know that when Mohammed bin Seyoko brought the so-called Computer Disease Act, which makes it illegal for you to film a crime, did you see the video of police officers killing a member of parliament, a female member of parliament? Now, according to that law, it is a crime to film that. It is a crime to film a crime. When you film a thief, you're supposed to seek permission from that thief before you film that thief. You know, among the people who signed it, it was my own member of parliament, Bashir Kazim. Okay? You saw what Kagabo did. Muwonge is heading the abductions in Uganda. This is the person that cut and whipped Kabwenza like the slaves of the 17th and 18th century. But you saw my MP standing shoulder to shoulder with them. Those MPs are answerable to the people. And I always tell people, hold those people to account, not to me because you elected them. Finally, my brother, I really wish, I respect the fact that you're passionate about human rights, and I really hope you'll be passionate about the rights of all the people of Uganda, including the children, the women, and all other people. Mama said, Bagabe Turumbe. Turumbe! Let's organize, let's plan, and let's do what's necessary. Some planning, you do it underground, because the tree doesn't grow loudly. Let's plan and do what we have to do. Thank you very much.